is a 2024 Luxe Cruiser D6 Arch Partition model. When I say Partition model, what I'm talking about is it's got a partition. This is a partial partition, as in it does not have the full partition. You can make your way to the back. There is a curtain that you can snap across here. We carry the one that has the full partition, that has the motorized window, that you cannot make your way to the back. I am going to give you an orientation, show you how to use most of its major systems. So let's get into it. So right here at this left front, we have our fuel. Diesel goes in there. We can open the hood using the hood release, which is located right there. Hood opens to reveal depth fluid. Depth fluid goes right there. Windshield washer fluid. Those are the two main things you're going to get under the hood for, right? So going further to the back of the coach here on this driver's side or left side, you have two connections for water. So this is our city water connection. If you have access to city water, you're going to connect your city water hose here, and that will provide pressurized water to your sink and your toilet. If you connect your city water hose here, that will provide water to fill your onboard fresh water tank. Okay, so those are two separate things. Now this right here is to flush your gray water tank. This is to flush your black tank. So you can flush both tanks. This is to connect your 30 amp short cord. Now this is to dump your gray tank. This is to dump your black tank. They both empty from right there. You have a hitch here in the back. .30 amp short cord. It's right there behind the toilet. This is a conventional foot flush toilet. There is a breaker box there with 110 volt breakers, kind of like you would find in your garage at home. 12 volt fuses can be found behind this little panel. Nothing really for the end user to use here. This is like just a bunch of fuses and circuit boards and stuff like that. One useful thing you might find in here, there is an outlet here. So 110 volt outlet. Our refrigerator, 12 volt refrigerator is right there. It's got a little lock where you can lock it. That is just maintenance. The inverter lives behind there. Our sink right there, another outlet. Microwave is up there. There is an exhaust fan right there. We have here under this door we have outlets, and then we have HDMI in, or I'm sorry, HDMI out and the TV out right there. There's also a tube there that holds 10 feet of sewer hose to dump your tanks. There is a hose in there. Then we have our sliding door. So this is an electric door, so don't tug on it like a manual door. We just give it a little pull. That it opens for us to reveal this beautiful interior. And this van is equipped with outdoor speakers. The speakers are actually located underneath this running board, and we can turn them on with this button. The radio, of course, does have to be on. The radio is on. The volume does have, the volume is, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, the volume is set to 0, so of course the speakers are not playing. So, but if you have this turned off, you will not hear anything out of these speakers. And then also we have a button here, so you can also open and close this door from this button. You can stop it by pressing the button again. Reverse this direction by pressing it again. So we're going to come in to the van, press the button again, and we will close it. To use this RV stuff in the back, we have to have the power on for the back stuff. And what I mean by that, there is a power button. So you see there up front, you have a little touch screen just below and to the right of the steering wheel. You see a little touch screen with multiple buttons, and just to the left of that touch screen, we'll see it a little bit closer in a minute. So just to the left of that touch screen, you see 2 blue circles. Those are 2 power buttons. The one to the left is the master power for the rear, and to the right is the master power for the refrigerator in the back. You can power them independently. So if I turn off the master power on the left, everything in the back will turn off. So I can have the master power in the back. I can have everything turned off except the refrigerator. Sometimes maybe you just want to have everything off in the back because nobody's in the back, but you want to have the refrigerator on, so you can do that separately. So what I was trying to impress upon you, though, is that the master power has to be on for any of this stuff to work. So if I turn the master power off, the air conditioner back here will turn off, the TV will turn off, anything, the radio will turn off, anything back here will turn off. So let's make sure we understand that. Another thing that's important to understand, so we have our air conditioner on. So for the air conditioner to run and for us to have cool air back here, the engine must be running. If the engine is not running, we don't have cool air back here, right? We also have heating back here. Let's say this is in the winter and we need hot air back here. So the heater works back here, but the engine must be running, right? So if the engine is not running, we don't have hot air back here. Similar to the heater on the dash of your car or truck, the engine must be hot. So you know how you start up your car, you have to wait for it to get good and warm before you get any heat from the dash vents. Similar to that, we have to wait for it to get warm before we start to get any heat. Same thing with the heat back here. You have to wait for it to get warm, and then we'll get heat coming out these ducts here in the back of this van. You got heating ducts back here along the rear of the van. So similar to that. So engine must be running, engine must be warm before the heat works back here. Engine must be running before the air conditioning works back here. So now other things we have back here, we have these touch control panels. I'll wake this up by touching it. We have this that says light master. I can press that, turns off all the lights. We can also turn them off individually. We also have, see these little icons, this little home button. We have a little home button is this screen we're currently on. We have a little icon that has like a little thermostat or a little thermometer, and this is what takes us to our climate control. So cool is what we're currently on. I can change it to heat. I can change it to off if I want to turn the whole system off. Right now we have it on low to keep the fan at a low setting to keep the volume down. I can go into this green button which says Fusion. That's our radio. I can control this radio from here. You may wonder, like, what's the point of controlling this radio from here? Not really any kind of point, right, since it's right here. The whole point to it though is that this is just one screen of several. So there's a touch screen up there, so maybe the driver wants to control this radio from up there for the guests that are back here, so that there's a control for this radio up there. Also, there's another screen back there, so maybe somebody sitting back there wants to control the Fusion radio. So that's why there is a control for the radio on this touch screen. So those are some of the things you can do from this touch screen. Also, you will note that there is an intercom button, so I can press that button. So right there, while it is blue, and that red light is blinking, the driver can hear us speak. And right now, while it is blinking, the driver can hear us talking. And just make note, while this light is blinking and this is illuminated in blue, we are talking and the driver can hear us speaking. There is a little speaker up there in the ceiling, and if the driver speaks to us, that'll be broadcast on that speaker. So just keep in mind that that light is blinking, the driver can hear us speaking. That's important. So just don't forget, in case you're having a private conversation or something, or you think you're having a private conversation, if the light is blinking, the driver can hear you speaking, right? So to keep it private, you want to undo that. Now the light is no longer blinking, it is no longer blue. You're once again having a private conversation. It works a little bit different in the front. In the front, if the driver wants to have two-way communication, the driver has to hold the button. He can't just press it and it'll remain on. Okay, so other things we have back here. So these seats, underneath see these little doors, like here, we have tray tables. See that? Beautiful little tray tables. These tuck away under these doors. You have 3 of them for these chairs. The only one that doesn't have one is that chair right there, because you have the sliding door there. And these windows feature curtains, or shades I should say. Those move up from the bottom. They're manual. Then we have remotes. This van is equipped with Apple TV. There's the remote for that. There's a remote for this TV right here. There's a remote for the TV in the back. There is a TV that's recessed into this door that goes into the bathroom there. There you go. So we'll talk more about the TVs here in a second. So, I'll explain how the entertainment stuff functions. Additionally, these chairs, these captain's chairs, there are a total of 6, 2 in the front and then these 4 in the back passenger compartment area function. So all 6 chairs have these massagers built into them. That's to power. They have different massaging functions. All of these remotes. The third row have these leg rests. Now all the chairs, all the captain's chairs have these heated seats, so they have these little wheels. The second and third row have heated seats, like so. Now the heated seat function on the front cab area is built into the doors, so they don't have little wheels like these do right here, but they do have the function. So additionally, there is a HDMI port right here. That HDMI port goes into that TV. So if you were to set this TV into HDMI 2, you could broadcast, say a laptop or a DVD player, a PlayStation, Xbox, whatever you want to plug into, would be broadcast onto that TV on HDMI 2. HDMI 1 is set aside for this Apple TV, right? So now let's talk about this entertainment system. So, for example, this Samsung TV that's there is a smart TV, so we have apps and whatnot built into it. But we also have an Apple TV. So if we wanted to watch the Apple TV, we would go to HDMI 1 right there. But we also have all these apps, so maybe you don't need to go to use the Apple TV. It's up to you. A lot of people like to use the Apple TV. However, we also have this TV in the back. This TV that's in the back is not a smart TV. So this one, if you want to watch apps, like Apple TV, like YouTube, like Hulu, like Prime, Netflix, and whatnot. If you want to watch apps, for that you will have to use the HDMI 1 on that TV to watch the Apple TV. That's on HDMI 1. So you do have full capability for apps on both TVs. Now, another important thing. So this TV in the back does not have speakers. This TV in the front can use the speakers that are connected to the TV via this radio, which is the JL audio speakers that are in the front and back, right? So, like for example, we can go check the input. The speakers are on aux 1. So if we go to, let's go watch TV. So we're gonna go to live TV. These are the speakers. We're watching TV on the front TV. So that's our audio. Now the back TV, we have no speakers. You cannot get sound for it has no speakers. You cannot. There's no input connected to this from this audio device. So it's done by design, because I guess they don't want you to have two devices that are fighting over volume, over which TV is louder, right? So but there is a solution. So the way this is meant to be used, so the back TV, whoever's using the back TV must use these guys. Okay, so for the back TV, we use these. Now these are awesome. These are wireless headphones. These broadcast on a radio frequency of like 900 megahertz. It says so right there. These use batteries, not rechargeable, which is fantastic, because if they go dead, then you gotta wait for them to recharge before you can use them. And somebody always leaves them on. They just use AAA batteries, just carry a pack of them. And whenever they go dead, you just swap out the batteries. So the way these work, you just turn them on, and they got a little switch right here. turn it on. Position A. Position A, you're listening to the front TV. Position B. Position B, you're listening to the back TV. So there you go. It's as simple as it gets, and it's a beautiful solution. So other things we got back here, of course, we got more USB ports right there. These benches right here make into, like, if you lift these up, they will pull out this way and basically extend all the way flat up to here. You do both of them, that makes a bed. So it'll make like a little emergency bed if you need to take a nap on a road trip. And there's also storage underneath both of these. Now the other thing we have back here is another touch panel. This one, however, is the master panel, so it's got a little bit more information. Primarily it shows you the status of your battery. So we have a chassis battery and our house battery. The difference is the chassis battery is the engine battery, you know, for the Mercedes part of the rig. Then we have our house battery, which is a battery for the camper stuff, right? The RV stuff. So you can keep tabs on those two different batteries. Not really, you know, it's not really important to keep tabs on how much the voltage is. Just mainly look at the color. As long as it's green, everything's good. And here we have our water pump. That's our on-demand water pump that pressurizes the water to keep, you know, water at the ready at our fixtures in the sink and in the bathroom or toilet. So that's on demand. So it you know, it'll make water available whenever you need it. So you can leave that on whenever you're using the van. It doesn't run non-stop. It makes water available whenever you need it. And then it shows us the status of our tanks. It shows us right there. For example, it's showing us there's 70%, our fresh water tank, our potable water is 70% full. It shows us our gray tank and our black tank are empty. And it'll show you, you know, it'll rise as you put stuff into those tanks. Tank heater. Now this van is not equipped with a water heater. Tank heater is actually, it's like a heating, just imagine an electric blanket that's glued to the underside of these tanks to keep them from freezing in the event you're traveling through like freezing weather. So it is not a water heater. And here we can control the set point of our air conditioning system. And again, a button for our intercom system. And a link to our Fusion radio. Another light master. And get to our air conditioning controls. Our lighting. Takes us to a link to our electrical stuff once again. Very simple controls. Now this shows us something that says mobile app. This van is not equipped with a mobile app. You can add the capability for a mobile app, but they do not come standard with a mobile app. That's pretty much everything I was going to cover in this. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about any of this stuff or any comments in general. Let me know what you think about this color. Not exactly my favorite color, but I know some people here at the shop have commented they like the color. I'm a little bit more partial to the gray. Again, this is Frank with the RV Shop here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Frank at the Shop is how you'll find me on YouTube or Google. That is Frank at the Shop. I hope you have a fantastic day.